Hi. Today I'm out here in the back corner of our backyard. I'm standing beside two little chestnuts here that came up on their own. I didn't plant these trees. These trees came up voluntarily. There was a chestnut tree out here when we first moved here in 2006. There was a storm that came through here, and it broke the top of it out. A little bit later on, I had the place logged out, and when I had it logged out, a little bit more got broke out of it. So I went ahead and I cut the log down. When I cut that log down, I cut it down as close as I could to the ground, unbeknownst to me that I'd have a couple little chestnut trees come up from the root system. Well, actually, I had three of them. And I had a friend come down. He dug one up, planted it on his property, and what he planted survived, did good for him, which that's a good thing. These little trees right here, like I said, 2006, cut them down the main tree, so roughly 2007, 2008, I would say 2007. The shoots came up out of the ground. Now we're talking about 11 years, and out of those 11 years, I'd say this year is the third year that they've decided to produce chestnuts. Now last year I harvested chestnuts off these, and they were small, not much bigger than a acorn, and had a guy that I'm associated with that I deal with on trees. He identified these as being American chestnuts. Now, for sure, whether or not they are, I think we both agree that we're not 100% sure. I don't know. But that being said, I allowed these trees to go ahead and grow. Well, today I came out here and I used my bush hog because we got rainy weather, wasn't able to mow otherwise, and just bush hogged around them to get the briars and the little saplings out from around them, so that give them more growing room. I've heard a lot of reports about the American chestnut. Whenever I found out how small the seeds that came off these last year, not, by the way, the year before they were bigger. So some years I'll have big chestnuts, some years small chestnuts, but viable seeds nonetheless. How turkey will have their crawls full of chestnuts. Deer love chestnuts. And these two little trees provoked me into making contact with a nursery. The one I made contact with was through a Whitetail News magazine. I found Morris Nursery on there and made contact with them, and I ordered my first American hybrid Chinese chestnuts in 2009, and those have been producing well, they started producing around 2012 and 2013. 2012, they came out of puberty. 2013, I could be wrong with my dates. They came out of puberty, and they started to produce chestnuts a little bit at a time. Over the years, since they first started to do that, I'm getting more and more and more chestnuts. And with that, I'm getting more and more deer coming in and having their way with them. Since then, I've ordered other varieties of chestnuts, not only from Morris Nursery, but I went to an area that had some chestnuts for sale. Not Chinese, but another variety. And I had them planted out here as well. Of all the chestnuts that I've had planted, I've probably got about, on the other side of the creek line, 20 trees that are producing chestnuts this year alone. And I suspect that's going to grow even more. because I got a total of about 64 chestnuts planted out there. But these two right here are the base. This is the base chestnuts that I have. They along with the hybrids, they're the largest chestnut trees that I have. The hybrid chestnuts are much bigger than these are, but these are easily the second largest ones that I have as far as a specimen of trees. You'll see one right there and one right there. Kind of hard to point my finger and look at the camera at the same time. But that being said, I'm not going to germinate any more of these. The ones I've germinated, they tend to grow erratic. Some of them grow quick, some of them are growing slow. And like I said, I planted some of them last year. I've got a few of them. Well, I have one that's more than 5 foot tall this year. But I have a few of them that ended up a little small. Nonetheless, they're chestnuts, and maybe they just need to get their roots established and show what they're capable of doing. I don't know. Now, I have other trees, and I've been sharing other postings on here, and hopefully you can learn from what I have to share. And I do get on YouTube quite a bit and look at what other people are sharing on YouTube, and try to pick up as much knowledge as I can as far as the trees that I'm interested in. Well, if you like what you see, don't forget to hit subscribe. My name's Jim. You have a good day.